What is going on? It is Friday. We got something neat today. We're pouring some walls over there and over there. We were here about a month ago and we did the first lift of these walls, and today we're going to pour the caps on top of them. Not sure exactly how I'm going to piece this video together because I've got some footage, some pre-pour footage, a little bit of footage from the first pour we did. I'm just going to kind of run with it, and we kind of get what we get when it's all said and done here. Down below here, this is on the east side where I first started off here. The zones in these corners are super, super tight. So if they were to try and do this with regular concrete, and they're having to get it to flow around the corner and fill this wall, get past all this steel, I think it's potentially hopeless. So that's why they're looking at doing SCC mix. So we would drop the hose right in the middle here, let the concrete flow both ways. And you can see over here, it will butt up against the underside of slab. And like we said, once it's full, they can seal those holes off. See, I don't think regular concrete would have an open heck of producing the desired result here. Go over to the other side here and have a look too. Same thing you see on this side. We'll fill from there, comes down, flows past the zones all the way, comes to the underside of the slab, and they can seal those ports off. They were talking about if we wanted to try and do a injector port in here as well for filling, but I think if it's an SCC mix, if we can fill from there, we can also fill from this point here, but we drop the hose down right there and let the stuff flow all the way around. So once the rush hour stuff's passing through here, which is now, we'll go take a closer look here. We're doing self-consolidating concrete today, SCC, sometimes called self-leveling when used in a flat work application. So I got the 2-inch hose on here. The reason why we have the 2-inch hose, we can't have this stuff splashing. Got to keep splashing down to a minimum. If it splashes all over the paper face forms, when they strip the forms, it tends to have a scabbing effect. Not desirable. So yes, we're going to put this through a 2-inch hose. Once you see it actually come out of the truck and go into the pump, you'll understand very quickly why that is not a problem. So we'll get primed through here. We'll go up, pour a little bit of this out, talk about it a little bit. There's a little bit of this previous pour where they've stripped some formwork off. We'll have a look at it, look at how it came out. I'll incorporate the pre-pour footage of that, and you can see the challenges we had to work with in getting the concrete where it needs to go, and why we had to use this super high flow mix to do so. So let the guys get slumped up here, and we'll check back in a little bit. While the guys are working their voodoo with this mix here, let's check in on our hopper. We got this super fine mesh screen on here, which is what we use when we're pouring the Agilia, or SCC mix, if you will. I shouldn't call it Agilia. That's actually a trademark name specific to a specific supplier. Anyhow, tight screen on the hopper, no plugs on the 2-inch hose. Promise, it's gonna be awesome.
Hey, we're the first load. Roll down. Don't just jump in right away. Beautiful. You won't stop. You're gonna throw up all the way now. You got to pay attention to how did you get a temperature?
No, just all the video.
Building.
Don't worry, I didn't get you.
Like last time?
It looks good, yeah. %50 chance it'll get through that 2-inch reducer, and a 50% chance I'll bring it down, tap it twice, and then it'll get through the reducer.
Any audio on that too?
Oh yeah, this is all being recorded. It shows the A-frame position here, so it can just fall. Favorable high flow priming position. Nice and slow. Where are you? Oh yeah, we got air. She's coming. So wet you don't even hear it hardly, except for when the pump changes strokes. Beautiful. Air cuff on. Concrete flow off. We did it. Vibration for this stuff is all done with clamp-on external vibrators. So they got 3 or 4 of them going here, and they just run them around the forms. See when he hits that external vibrator, it just brings all the little fine bubbles up to the surface. Just makes for a nicer, cleaner surface on the forms of the strip, but just those tiny, tiny little air bubbles. That's all it's there for. Shake them out of the surface. There's a 1/2-inch slope from the inside of the wall to the outside, so you'll see over here when we head over there. Or even like what they've done here, they have a cap. We're gonna have to fill it up. And they have plugs that'll go in this cap. Because even a hole the size of a nickel, something like that, 5 meters of this stuff would drain through a hole that big, so it's gonna be tight, tight, tight. What's the stick for, just so you don't get fly ash lines?
Yeah.
Stir at the top.
That's the time.
Back up, let it drain. So you need that to flow all the way around here and butt up to the underside of this form. It's a bit of a process. Get to the underside, we'll work it all the way around, and we'll cap this off as we go.
Can you grab the short screws?
So we just cap it along here. The challenge with this stuff, even though it's really wet, it doesn't take long for it to skin over, almost like a bowl of tomato soup kind of concept. And when you get that skin, you can sometimes get pore lines. So you really got to keep on top of freshening it up. You can't let it sit for too long. That's also where the external vibrators help, is to consolidate that together, the next pass or the previous pass. The stuff will come out perfect in terms of honeycomb and whatnot. There'll be nothing whatsoever. But the challenge is just avoiding load lines, fly ash lines. It's definitely a unique type of concrete to work with, for sure. But so far so good. But this is where it's really going to slow down, as we have to cap all this off and bring it up to height. Ideally it wouldn't have any step downs or any slopes, but obviously it doesn't always work that way. Not too much to talk about on the pump end today, pretty straightforward. I will say it's handy having this smaller conform air cuff. Works on a 4-inch and smaller hose, so it's nice for pinching this 2-inch hose off for when we're doing pouring stuff like this. Seeing as this pump hardly ever runs bigger than a 4-inch tip hose, this smaller cuff is definitely the way to go. The part number here somewhere, I think. I don't know, maybe that's a patent number.
I just need
to get that one turned on over there. Well, we need to have both.
So we got the one wall down. We're going to carry on over to this little piece of short wall here, a non-critical piece of wall, and try and finish out this load. And we got our next load waiting here, and we'll do that second critical wall with a fresh load of concrete. But yeah, this is actually working out really, really well. As well as we could have hoped for. So, all things considered. All right, second load is here. We're just gonna bang it in, and yeah, we'll check back in a little bit here. Here we go, load number 2. Load number 2, critical wall number 2.
Yeah, maybe stuff a rag in that if you can, to help, once more pressure's on it, break it up a little bit.
You can really see the skin out when that top layer creeps across.
Go ahead whenever you're ready, Roy. Whenever you got that.
I'm going to hit it with the vibrator here to consolidate that. Bubbles get dropped against the paper face plywood and result in little pinholes in the surface. Just like that, we are pretty much done. Beautiful. That's it down below here, one of our previous poured segments. I'll try and coordinate this with my pre-pour video so you can see how tight the steel was in here. But yeah, the pour goes from this seam here, right there, all all the way around. As you can see, absolutely perfect. Even down at the bottom, no segregation, nothing whatsoever. Maybe a little bit of discoloration just from the plywood, but overall pretty sharp. All right, so I know ever since I posted the water wash video, I've kind of been speaking negatively with regards to the practicality of it or lack thereof. But behold, I found the perfect job for it today. Exact same setup we had here last time, same mix, same pip hose, same everything. That's my washout. The builder was asking if there's any way that we could leave less residual concrete on the ground. So what do you think I did? Water wash. So I'm going to do a quick washout here. We'll dump this on the ground, and when we're all done, we'll compare water wash, pumping back into the mixer, which is what I did. Filled the hopper with water, purged everything back into the mixer, versus pumping down the air, pushing air, sucking a sponge, which is what we have right here. And I did, because this mix does not have any large rock in it, I did pull back a sponge after the water wash, just to be safe. I don't know, is that cheating? It's Friday, we have a big pour Monday. I want to be able to sleep this weekend, so it's nice to have that reassurance. Let's just see what we got here. Why does somebody keep hitting this elbow with a hammer? You don't need to do that. All you gotta do is this. Two hands a little easier. Zoink. There we go. Oh yeah. Throw this baby in reverse. Let's see what we got. It helps we got the perfect area to do this. Lots of wide open space. This water's not going to run anywhere where it shouldn't. No drains anywhere close by. That's what we got. That's what we got left. I can say with some level of confidence, we are going to have way less residual on the ground here. Check back in. All right, just like that, we were all washed out. And look at this, look at this, look at this. I may have actually just sold myself on water washing. So this is pumping out, pounding air through, sucking back a sponge, dump the hopper, wash out. This is pump out into the mixer, pound air through, load the hopper with water, push that through, suck back a sponge just to be safe because of the mix. And yeah, that's the residual. This versus this. So yeah, I think I would like to retract my statement and say that water washing definitely does have its applications and benefits. This is 100% one of them. I will definitely be using this in the future. So anyhow, I'm going to try and piece this video together the best I can. I'm not going to post it until they strip all these forms about 3 weeks from now, and we'll go back and have a look at how everything turned out. All right, here we go. A few weeks later, and the walls are stripped, and man, oh man, do these come out nice. Beautiful. I'll get some footage from down to the street there, down at street level. When you look over at this stuff, it's like amazing. What do you think? 9.7 out of 10?
Think that's all?
I'm conservative. You gotta leave room. Always gotta leave room for improvement. But from what I've seen before, this is like the closest to a 10 ever.
Yeah.
It's damn good.
Yeah, I'd say this is the fucking best.
This is the benchmark.
Yeah, this is the benchmark. Doesn't get better than this.
Yeah, it looks so good. I'm gonna go up top and take a little footage. So good. Oh, what happened to my stairs? I'll do a chin up, a pull up to get up there.
There you go. If you do want to climb, the easiest way is the big path goes all the way around.
Okay. This is the inside here, where we had all the tight steel. Look at this. Even though it's not exposed, like look at how perfect this is. So good. So good.
Keep it in your pants, buddy.
If it gets suspiciously quiet over here, just give me a few minutes. Don't come looking. The one-handed clap. Yes. Look at this. While we're here, look at some of this intricate concrete work. This is kind of the architect's signatures, these trellises here. Super intricate formwork. Beautiful. That's your finish. This is where we had all the letdowns and whatnot. And look at that. You do get with this stuff the odd bit of shrinkage, cracking. That's normal. But overall, gorgeous. And all over there too. So good. Yeah, we are extremely happy with this. While we're up here, not a bad view. And a half decent little neighborhood. A little closer look at the trellis details here. Yeah, overall, it's the thing with pouring walls, you never really fully know until you've stripped the forms back. And when they come out like this, it is a win, it is a good day. So, anyhow, you can see the benefits of this high slump self-consolidating concrete in certain applications, this being one of them. So super happy with this. Anyhow, I'll piece this together. This has kind of been bits and pieces and clips over the last 2-3 months leading up to this. So see what kind of video we can't make of this. It might not have the best flow to it, but you kind of get the idea. Anyhow, like, share, subscribe, ×3. We out. A little better view from down below here. Perfection. I gotta capture from all angles.
Yeah. I was all stressed out about having to make a port injection thing.
I know. It worked out like...
Couldn't it come out nice?
I'm gonna say the best ever. Even the backside where the rebar and all the corner where it had to run around the corners, it's all like perfect.
And what form vibrators? Anything?
Yeah, the clamp-on vibrators too.
Clamp-ons, yeah.
The only thing is the streaks from the water. I guess that's just because they were soaking it down when they first stripped it.
Oh,
but that'll
yeah.
bleach out, I think, right?
Yeah,
You see it more so
should.
on the back side there that doesn't see the sun midday.
If they want, they can always give it a light buff sand to try and take that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. It looks so
as soon as you
good.
break the surface, it starts to kind of
It's a winner. It's a win.
Yeah, I like it.
Sometimes we still win.
Awesome.
Sometimes.
I guess we just poured that ladies up the hill there, the 25 footers, eh?
Yeah.
Seal you the whole thing.
Yeah, that one might not make it to YouTube. We'll see. There's a very challenging one up the street from here, and they want to pour 28 feet all in one go, and they want them to be perfect. Very low rate of success. But yeah, look at this. Oh, this makes me so happy.